taking pinning tests. Stuff is exploding. Guys are dying. My men are worth like 20 teen of his. One of my dudes, and I didn't just get the BA Wolf Marines. My Marines got the Wolf gene, right? But they also have grenades and all this. They got plasma guns. They got everything. They're armed to the extra long teeth. All right. And he's just got guys after units of just artillery, and he just starts bombing me and putting pie plates over my guys. And each dude dies. It just hurts. I take these armor tests, and they're good. You know, a saving throw, right? That's common to a lot of games. I don't got to explain the saving throw. Bump that. Moving on. You take the saving throw on a 3 or better on a 6-sided dice. That's sweet. Excuse me. I should probably get some paint on some of these guys. God, I'm just blathering. Let me try to multitask. Put all my effort in this nonsense. The 3-up save is sweet, and the saving throw feels good to make. It's one of those things that kind of keeps you playing the game. It's sporty, feels good to do, but it's a matter of time. It's math, baby. It's probabilities. They keep putting those templates down, and it's catching multiple guys each time. Each time, wham, bam, thank ya. Eventually, you're gonna start rolling those 1s and 2s, and they hurt. And guys are dying, and they're starting to fall back because of the morale. Where are my Terminators? I freaking hate this game, man. That's when the Beardy gamer starts to. That's when it seems like I'm kind of cheering for the pejorative, right? But I'm gonna save the Beardy gamer. Because although he spanked the bejesus out of 12 or 13, I don't know what age I was. Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. Although he bombed the F out of my Space Marines, my little elite army, just so humbly constructed, right? Painted. And this was my night, you know? That's the other thing about game night. You show up, this is it, man. It's like you go fishing. You know, this is your time set aside. You hopefully you get something good. Hopefully you don't get spanked like this. But this Beardy some biatch packed me up. Just put pie plates down and taught me a lesson. Taught me a couple lessons, actually, about how to play and write the list, and about what kind of gamers, you know, are out there at game night, right? What the different agendas are. Some guys want to just like kick it, you know, roll some dice and joke and, you know, whatever. But some guys got an agenda. They want to put those pie plates down. They want to roll the scattered dice. They can guess the range. They can measure an eyeball and freaking calculate the probability. And so I wasn't on that level yet. But from there on, it started to develop. Started to, become more keen. Learning how to write the list better and compose it. The composition. Ooh. Hey, there's a vocab word. And this dude was a total historics gamer. I saw him later, and he was playing, I don't know, I think it was Napoleonics. And he was like arguing over the rules. That's the other thing about the Beardy gamers. They can't stand, this is a secret about them. They can't stand one another's rule set. They all make each other play these new and different, newfangled historics game rule sets. And they're all kind of the same, right? This is just my perspective. But I kind of, started to look at the army list different, and look at how I constructed the army different, and started to look at the table different. I thought about artillery, and that's a thing. And it does harken very much to the kind of the more, well-read historic side, if I can get grandiose, the historic side of things. Any, battle, any war you read about, you see documented artillery, and, and of course this is, horrible. This is a horrible example to make of it, but the artillery was still there. It's there in spirit. It's written the rules. It's baked into a certain degree. The rules represent them to a certain degree. The artillery has this certain effect. It's inaccurate, but it's effective. It hits large areas, and he kind of exploited that. But he was also coming from experience. He had played other historical type of games, and artillery, yet again, I reiterate, it's a thing. Other players weren't using that. We weren't savvy, I was just thinking about Vikings. F yeah! Vikings! But he was thinking about, all right, come at me. Ba-doom. There goes another pothole. There goes another dude or two, right? And meanwhile, you might nab some of my guys, but they're little 6 and 8 point guys. Who gives a hoot, right? And so he was just keener. He was playing a more beardy game. And maybe that's not a bad thing, even though he packed this poor kid up. That was kind of rude. But the beardy gamer can be shrewd, and he's not always a power gamer, and that's why Beardy's different. Again, to me, in my community, just I can only speak for my peeps. Going from the Dragon's Lair on, the Beardy gamer also had a connection to historical games and to the beard. You gotta have a beard to be a beardy gamer. See that guy? He's a beardy gamer, man. Oh, word? Yeah. Don't game against him. I mean, you could, but, it's not going to be like beer and Skittles, Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm not ready for that. I don't got that smoke. Am I using that right? If you're still with me, good heavens. I'm speechless. What am I doing? I'm trying to paint these orcs. So the beardy gamer, he's a shrewd customer, but, he's not necessarily unpleasant to game against, although, it depends. I'm sure there are douchey beardy gamers. That's probably not too. That's probably co-occurring, right? I can see that, but this guy wasn't necessarily a douche. He was, he was just kind of. Again, he had an agenda, but he was pretty cool, and his army was all painted. So that brings me back to the beginning, right? I was aspiring to have this fully painted army, and I really liked then, and I still do now, to all kidding aside, I love the hobby and the craft, no matter whether it's tabletop, D&D, wargaming, just the pageantry, right? Making having a resplendent army, something, you freaking, that's just like badass. You're proud to show off. You put down your unit. When we had the little foam carrying cases. That's probably still a thing, I'm sure. I don't think that has changed much. You bring out your foam tray, you know, a unit at a time. You're putting out the little models. And when you got them painted, that's like a little bragging point. That's a sticking point. That's like good form. That's like saying I got skill and style. What, sucker? And his army was all painted, man. You know, and a lot of those historics gamers, they were like that. You know, they would spend countless hours just slogging it away. That was part of the Beardy shrewdness, you know? The Beardy gamer is almost stoic. Oh man. All right. We're coming to this. We're coming to the close of this. The heart of it. He's almost a stoic kind of figure. In his what's the word? At his Atman, right? At his apex. Oh, it was ridiculous. At his apex, the Beardy gamer is a sort of archetypal wise man, right? He sort of encompasses the shrewdness, but also, you know, a sort of wisdom. It's not necessarily that you play with an army that exploits a rule. I think it has more to do with exploiting just a general rule of combat, you know, where it comes to tabletop wargaming, or just being a black belt in life. What? Black belt in life, man, right? Just being shrewd, applying these kind of certain tactics. I know where it pertains to me. I think about the sort of strategies I sort of use in any given game and in a lot of situations over and over. Most of my armies, for example, are very, you would say, boots, right? Maybe I can make an article again, make another one. Next Chinwag, the 4 Bs, boots. I got a lot of boot-heavy armies. I like, you know, lots of rank and file, got lots of boots on the ground, right? That's sort of my Beardy way, though. Someone could look at the way I play and say, oh, don't play with that guy, man. He's Beardy. Oh, it's crazy the way, you know, wheel turns like that. Shoes on the other foot now. I'm the one growing the beard here. This young beard freaking hurts, man. God. It's like I got razor stubble and I didn't even put a razor on my face. The feel of metal on my skin. Ooh. Ocean's 11, right? Anybody? Painful beard. Oil it. But rock on to the beard. The beard is wisdom. The beard is experience, right? Drop pie plates in life, man. Work whatever angle you got. Whatever one jiu-jitsu lock move you got, man. You got your one judo throw. Just freaking do that. Freaking work that in. And maybe next time you see the Beardy gamer and you know, it's that game night. You're waiting for the table to free up, or, you know, the crowd to shuffle in. And, you know, your homie's like, oh man, dude, don't go to that table, man. You don't want that smoke. I think I used it right that time. Don't mess with that guy, man. Oh no? Dude, I think I want to bust out. He seems like he's got a nice painted army. I want to bust out these new. No, man, he's Beardy. He's Beardy. You don't want to play with the Beardy guy. Maybe you'll think, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and game with him anyway, man. You go head on. You go head on. I'm going to game with the Beardy guy. I think he's got something. He's got some game to give. All right, well, that's my Chinwag. Devil's advocate for the Beardy gamer.